power of possibility. It's part of the quantum space. The quantum space you can think of as floating. It's limitless. It has infinite possibility. And that's what brings me to this one word, possibility. One of the easiest ways to access the power of possibility is to write down, if I wanted to do X, Y, and Z, your vision. And the power of possibility begins with what if? What if I could? What if I did? What would happen? What would it look like? What would it feel like? What would the end result be? So, from the power of possibility, once you get that into your body, it is possible for me to, and what if I did? You're starting to enter into what I like to call our quantum business or leadership space. It's the space of understanding that limitless possibility exists for all of us, yet we tend to put restrictive barriers on the possibility. I still do to this day. This is not something that is something you just wake up with. It is something that you need to work on. And if there are belief systems that are those negative voices chirping in your head or in your mind or on your shoulder, that is really important for you to take care of that, because what those negative voices are doing to your vision and to the reality of this vision is they're stopping the opportunities from coming to you. And the more you listen to that inner dialogue, or the more you look on social media and compare yourself, the less of a chance the power of possibility has to work above, down, inside, out. And that is how it works. We have to ground ourselves into the present moment to be here and now, because that is where opportunity finds us. And at the same time, work the above, down, inside, out circuits of your vision, bringing your vision down inside of you so that you can then do what I call download strategy. The infinite blueprint of who you are and who you're meant to be is encoded inside of your central nervous system. This work is very deeply creative. It comes from source, your source. And it also has the philosophy that we were brought here for a very specific reason. And I just want to leave you with this one story. When I was in my teens and I was a cloud of darkness and I was struggling, I knew I was a leader. And I would follow a higher voice. It would just speak to me and send me visions. And I was lucky to have that small strand of consciousness, because inside my body, I was truly suffering and I was doing things in my life that were not serving my highest interest. So in this depressive state, I was able to access that one little knock on the door and follow it. This is when I began to follow the strands of consciousness that I talk about in our quantum mastermind, as well as our leadership conversations. When you can start to pull that one strand of consciousness that's communicating with you, whether it's a vision or a thought or a feeling of who you are, or something's wrong and something just doesn't feel right, or I'm overwhelmed, you can always start with the negative. It's okay to start with the subconscious block that is just right there in your face. Then you can pull on that strand of consciousness and keep pulling it and pulling it and pulling it until it becomes who you truly are. I've been through so many renditions of this. It's a never-ending stream of consciousness that you can tap into, and it starts with the power of possibility. So if you want more in your life, energy is real. You are energy. You are a source of power. You have the ability to be supercharged and superhuman, and it takes diving in, removing the lower vibrational energies, tuning into the power of possibility of your vision of who you are and who you're meant to be, or uncovering that from underneath all of the sludge, which is totally okay, layer by layer. Find yourself, tune into possibility, attract the opportunities from that place. That's where they come from. And then become the reality of who you're truly meant to be in this world. That is encoded reveal.
Breathing life back into business. This is Leadership Life Force with Dr. Pam Denton.